Zombie apocalypse.
Yo, mic check, 1, 2. What is this? You're now tuned into Imperfect Sense right here on Unified Radio.tv. A wonderful hosts, wonderful moderators, wonderful opinionated brothers to make up this podcast called Imperfect Sense. And if you don't know anything about us, Imperfect Sense is about, you know what? 4 brothers, all walks of life. We talk about everybody. We don't give a fuck who you are. We talk about ourselves. We talk about women. We talk about black men, white women, gay, lesbian, politics, religion, whatever it is we feel like talking about, we talk about on this show, man. Like, look, we talking about life over here. We cut up and have a good time. So whatever makes perfect sense to us may not make perfect sense to you. And vice versa in the room. Like, we're going to be combative and argue with each other like we do each and every week. But this is what makes up Imperfect Sense. And like I said, I go by the name of Eric E., Mr. Dawson, whatever it is you call me. And to the left of me, I got the brother with me, the bully Conway. Y'all know what it is. To the right of me, got the fitness guru, Flesh.
Yeah.
He's in the building. Andy, yell at the people. Andy's in the background.
Let's get it.
Hey, we here to turn up. And like I said, we talk about everybody, but so let me drop the disclaimer before we get started. If you're sensitive about your race, religion, gender, sexuality, or politics, this is not the show for you. So if you continue to listen to us, then you want to be part of the bullshit. And since you want to be part of the bullshit, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, reach out to us. Please do that. We want to hear back from y'all. Then we need y'all to subscribe so when we drop episodes, y'all know what the fuck is going on. First of all, how y'all feeling? Since I got all that bullshit out the way.
Oh yeah, that was a long one right
I'm
there.
just because we gotta, you gotta liven it up in here. How y'all feeling? I don't even try that shit. Because as soon as the end of the show, like, hold on, let me get it. Hold on, wait, I got one more.
Yeah, it get like that sometimes. But I'm feeling good. How you feeling, Conway?
I'm all right. Anybody feeling good? Andy, you all right?
I feel great, man.
Hey, everybody feeling good? Hey, look, man, there's been a lot going on in the last couple weeks. Like, look. Y'all see, we got his brothers in here. Yeah. We got to stay the course and stick and hold up. Hold up. I can't say hold up because we got a criminal here, so I can't say hold
Brothers
up.
Brothers unite. Brother, that don't matter, man.
Can't say hold up. We gotta have each other's back.
Exactly.
That's the proper thing to say. But look. Because there's been a lot of Derek Jackson shit going on the last couple of weeks. You know, Kevin Samuels hot in the streets. Yeah, been a lot of Quavo shit going on in the streets. It's just a lot of shit going on this week. Hey, yo, so before we get started, let me go ahead and do it this way. I want to read something verbatim that's going to kick this part off. This story came via the Shade Room. Y'all probably seen it on the...
Shout out to my man, Kev.
This story came via the Shade Room. You probably seen it all over Facebook, all over Instagram. It was a text message posted, you know what I mean? And I'm going to read it verbatim, all right? So the text came into the dude from the young lady, says, I need $20. His response, $20 to do what, babe? Her response, my kids have a trip tomorrow. They ain't tell me till today, shaking my head. His response, oh, damn, shaking my head. Well, they just have to I'm sorry. They told you too late. She says, wow, you can't give me $20. He says, babe, you are going to have to ask the kids' fathers for that kind of stuff. So now she sends an emoji laughing. You know what? I don't want to talk to you anymore. He said, okay then. It was fun while it lasted, but me giving you money will never work unless you're my wife. And I'm sorry, you got 3 kids and 2 fathers of those kids, so those men got to give you the money, sweetie. That's where we starting off at.
Okay, good.
Look,
shout out to my man.
So let's break this down.
Shout out to my man.
First of all, do we agree with him?
No, I agree 100%. Absolutely. I agree 100%.
Of course.
Okay.
I agree 100%.
Let's break
not in his go at it, because not in his decision making. Not in his decision making. It's not what I'm agreeing with. Just I'm agreeing. No, I'm not agreeing with his decision because he could have gave them the money and still felt the same way.
Nah.
No. Listen. No. What I'm saying is that he's not wrong for not giving them the money.
Oh no! Listen, this is
That's what I'm saying.
Let's break it down. Let's break this conversation down because, like I said, we're gonna go so many different ways because we as men. Hold up. We as men.
I'm trying not to take off.
No. We as men, and I know. You know, most of the room is married in relationships, so I'm not gonna fuck up y'all homes. But for me, I don't have no skin in the game, so I'm gonna talk some shit.
No, I'm talking shit regardless.
I'm gonna talk some shit.
I don't change. Team Alpha over here.
These women aren't satisfied. So this is what this conversation comes to. Let's break down what happened. She asked for money for somebody she's fucking with, right? Now, what's the first initial reaction when somebody asks you for some money?
For what?
Why?
What's the first? It don't matter if it's my lady or it's one of y'all. If one of y'all come to me, yo, I need $100. My first initial thing is, for what? What's going on? Because obviously it's a problem because you don't reach out to me for money. Same thing to deal with what's going on because I want to see what the problem is so we can fix the problem. I'm going to still give it to you, but I want to see if we can fix the problem. Go ahead, bro.
But even still for me, anybody that's grown, if it's not no kid, anybody that's grown, family members, anything that come and ask you for money, my brain is going, why aren't you responsible to have your money? Like what happened?
See, you still want the what? What fact? That's what we agree on. What about you?
Yeah, I think I'm fucked up about that because I actually know that story. But yeah, it's the what? Like, I don't see why people would be upset if somebody asks you what for.
But and we're gonna keep breaking this down. We're gonna keep breaking this down.
Entitlement.
Now, for me, the rare times that my ex needed something financial, right? Hey, I need this X, Y, Z, but she would give an explanation on what's going on in the asking process. Like, yo, I need this because X, Y, and Z is going on. I'm still gonna be like, okay, now we gotta see how we're gonna fix that problem so that shit will never happen again. But when I looked at the comments from this, women was already stuck at, well, why he asking you why you need it? You should have cut that shit off right then and there.
Because the fact of the matter is one.
What?
Because the fact of the matter is one. I could tell from that if she cutting them off that the relationship wasn't even invested already. Because then when a relationship is invested, a dude ain't gonna say go to the father because it's already established. We got a long-term relationship already, and I planned on moving. You know, we planned on being together for a long time, so those questions wouldn't be asked. But to see women have the audacity. When you meet a woman and only dating her for a while, that your kids need something, and I'm your first option.
That's an issue.
That's an issue, and then it ain't even the point about her cutting them off. That make me go, this bitch ain't the one. Cause she's already asking.
That's the way I was thinking.
Asking me shit already, so you could cut me off, do whatever you want to do. I mean, it's plenty fish in the sea.
That's how the fuck I feel. Cause at the end of the day, right, like you said, from that whole text message, for you to be like, oh, I'm going to cut you off, and for him to say, for what? Oh, ask the fathers? Y'all just got together.
Yeah.
And we just got together. That just means that type of woman automatically expect the dude who gives her a little bit of time money. That shit clowned out.
What does that tell you about the type of women? That's why I said what I do is with comments, I just look down. And I look at the comments, and then I go in, and then I also look at how the women look too, because I do.
But let's be real about who's talking shit in the comments. What color are they?
Right.
I mean, of course.
So y'all can look at the comments, and I hate to use assumptions. The conversation looked like it came from our culture.
Yeah, well,
the conversation it was a black.
Yeah, it was a black dude. It was a black dude. Yeah.
Yeah, and a black girl.
Because of expectations for us as men when we date women, women just assume that. When a man comes in, he's supposed to do all this shit for you. But when I say it's a contradiction for them, because the ones with sons, if you noticed women with sons that's actually older and start dating, they got a different point of view because they got something that they relate to. They'll do the bullshit with a man, and then when they get a son, then all of a sudden, now they understand because they don't want their son being taken advantage of because they know how they are.
Yeah.
The funny thing about it is, first of all, shout out to Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, the Godfather.
He spoke on women with kids and, first of all, having not just one baby daddy, but multiple. So you got a dude that you're talking to. Obviously, he likes you. You like him. You're not taking in consideration that, you got damaged goods coming to the table. You got 3 kids and 2 baby daddies. For me, that's a red flag for me. I'm not fucking with you. I could deal with the one baby daddy. Like, I'm not going to be insensitive about that shit because I'm a single parent too. Like, but dealing with multiple baby daddies of yours, I'm not dealing with that shit because I'm thinking a long term. Yeah, because if I'm rocking with you, I know me and him gonna have to sit down and have a conversation how we gonna iron this out with your kid being around me.
Right.
I'm not sitting down with multiple dudes and having this motherfucking conversation.
But think about it now. This is the first time. This era right now is the first time where women, and in our culture, black women have been addressed about them having multiple different baby daddies. Where it's a standard being set for them to be careful about who you open your legs up to, because before that, it was free range for them to do whatever they want. They never got publicly bashed. They got government assistance whenever they needed help. It was letting them know you can do whatever you want to do. We're going to take care of you, and we're going to make the man be held responsible for it.
Right.
So now,
no accountability.
Yeah, no accountability whatsoever, and that was the standard. And then it was no shame, so they continued to do what they wanted to do. But now, because of this era, because change always happens, now women are going to start thinking twice, and this next generation of girls going to be coming up with some form of standard to even help and make the black community look somewhat decent when it comes to the way that we handle our business.
The crazy thing about what I took from that conversation is she got mad at him and held him to this standard of helping her, but the motherfuckers you fucked raw, nothing. It was nothing in the conversation about asking them. See, and then let's flip it. Let's say he didn't question her and say, "Hey, what is it for?" What if he would have said, "I just don't have it"? Now he's damned if he do, damned if he don't.
And if for those of you who have been watching us and new viewers, if you don't believe that this is a standard set, even for him, go back to the old show when we did about the baby daddy, stepdaddy situation. You said the same thing in reference to how the new guy comes in and take care of the girl child that he with, and not the damn child that he had somewhere else. And that's the same way with this. It's like the woman coming expecting the new guy to take care of the responsibilities of the child instead of the father who actually did.
Stepdaddy is like being a stepdaddy is like buying a used car. It's like buying. You're getting.
It's a fact though.
I mean, when the womb was clean, she was fresh. That's a new car. When a baby comes out of it.
Absolutely.
That is a used car. So you still want me to treat
Depending on how many miles.
your 2017 Camry pussy as a 2021 Camry pussy. You got 65,000 miles on it. You probably don't have a clean Carfax. You know what I mean? Got some dings and bings in it. But you want me to pay new car prices on that pussy.
You need an oil change.
An oil change, a transmission flush. You need filters. You need new window regulators. You need windshield wiper fluid. You need all of these things. And the fact of the matter, most of y'all don't even keep it that fresh any fucking way. I can't stand you used pussy motherfuckers. Like,
You see the inside of the car?
That's what I'm saying. Dirty as a bitch.
Let me stop.
No, keep it going.
No, that's it. Let me stop, bro.
Roast beef pussy.
But on a serious note, though.
That was serious.
Yeah, but on a serious note, I don't want to make every woman feel like the fact that they got multiple baby daddies, that it's just a bad thing. Is that we just setting the standard to let you know that you have to watch who you pick also. And
It's
plus
the niggas
fathers.
too, yo.
Well, yeah. Well,
if you only
bomb again,
it's the it needed because
you right.
Listen.
If we gonna keep fucking them raw, then we gotta take part of that shit too.
Listen, which is true.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
100%
And if she
true.
already got 5 and you come and give her another one,
100%.
you
Listen,
better
what I'm
not.
saying is that exactly. What I'm saying is that it's 100% true. It's the man. It really, when it comes to impregnating, it's the man's responsibility. I know they try to say it's both. The girl can't get pregnant the woman can't get pregnant unless you implant the seed inside of her. So it's your responsibility. Responsibility at the end of the day. But after the fact, we're talking about after the fact when the woman already had a child, and then you end up having another child by somebody else. You doing all this before you doing this without you being married. Mm-hmm. Then you having another child, and then another child. But then you expect that guy to come along and take on the responsibilities of the other guy. That's the part that we're talking about where you cross the line. Mm-hmm. Where the woman crossed the line. The pregnant part is not. It's not the bad part that you got pregnant. It's the way you conduct yourself.
That's still a blessing that you got pregnant. But the funny thing about it is,
yourself.
and we got to keep referring back to on Kevin Samuels just because he's hot in the streets right now. But if women in general just sit back and listen to what he's really promoting, he's subconsciously promoting family life. That's what he's really promoting. Because you out here fucking struggling, and the numbers are the numbers. You're dying alone because you outnumber us. So you waiting for this fucking perfect guy to come along, and the standards that y'all want are not fucking reality. He's promoting family life. He's telling you, go get your husband. Go build a life. Stop sitting back thinking, oh, I got to do a career and I got to do this all on my own, all that independent bullshit, because it is just our culture that thinks that way. There's no other culture that thinks that fucking way. That's why we so far behind. But they don't get that fucking message.
You know what I take it like? Every time a woman, when I watch, or even before I even watched Kevin Samuels, this issue was going on, before I even knew he was even out, right?
Because we've been talking about the shit in here.
So it's like, for what I see a woman say, like, oh, I want this and that, I want this man to put me on a pedestal up here. I think about NBA draft, football, or Columbine. Mm-hmm. Because it's millions of men, right? But your standards is that 1% that actually get to the league. Mm-hmm. Because, no, dead ass. Like,
oh God,
it's a lottery.
And it doesn't have to mean he got a degree. She got a degree. I got a fucking degree. And I ain't where I supposed to be with that bitch because my color tone. Unless you started yourself. Yeah. So if you're looking for someone that's in the 1 percentile, once you keep looking for that one person that's in that 1 percentile, you're always going to be fucking lonely. You're always going to have a cat and a dog. Right. And you're always going to have multiple fucking grandchildren. What are god kids? What they call them? My god babies.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And how I raised my, taught my daughters is that when I was raising them, I told them, don't let your feelings override your good judgment. Like you have your emotions. You have to be intelligent with your emotions and pay attention to what reality is when you choosing to deal with the guys that you're dealing with, because you still hold a responsibility with the decisions that you make. Because I didn't want them to be like a lot of these other women out here that don't take no responsibility for their actions. Like it's all about what the man do. But it was like the man can't get you pregnant if he didn't put a gun in your head and say, hey, I'm not wearing a condom. You allowed them to. So you also putting yourself at risk when you do that. And just like I told him, if you have a baby, he's not obligated to stay because you're not married. Like he can just play and walk away. So when you do that and you let your feelings get involved, and that guy walks away, especially when they get in their teens and you in your 20s, it's more likely for him to walk away and still keep fucking and sowing his royal oats, whatever you want to call it, than him stay with you. Women have a tendency to think that when you get with a man, especially when they're young, that I'm just going to start this whole family at 18. No, because he doesn't have anything to provide for you.
Well, that's what Kevin was talking about, like, women getting older men. But the percentages that you went with that 1%, you know how true that shit is? 2020, 5,000 Rolls Royces were sold, right? Mm-hmm. 2020, 720,000 Ford F-150 sold, right? That was the number one selling vehicle in 2020.
That's white America right there. Boy.
What-
They love them
but-
pickup trucks.
Not only white America, that's blue collar America.
collar, too, yeah.
That's the plumbers, the HVAC technicians,
Right.
the carpet cleaners, everybody that y'all look down upon.
Yeah.
That clearly they make 75, 80, sometimes upwards of 100 grand.
Reel
but
it
the
in.
fact that they come home and
Bring it home.
and bring it and come home dirty and not
shit.
posting on
Bring it home.
Instagram, y'all think that that's not a good life. You worried about the motherfuckers that bought 5,000 Rolls Royces, and most of them are entertainment
Right.
or sports.
Mm-hmm.
And the percentage of grabbing one of them goofy motherfuckers.
Why they
is
gotta be
even-
goofy?
Is because anybody over 5'9" look dumb as a bitch. Y'all goofy looking
mad. He just mad 'cause
motherfuckers.
he
Yeah,
looking
I'm
short.
short.
He mad
Just
'cause
because he's
short.
still on the total to swing his legs, he get mad at us.
But back to the point of the matter, like
And he need a thing to grab the toilet paper.
me saying that segues into this whole thing with Quavo and Saweetie.
Never satisfied.
He's part of the.
Come on, y'all. Hold the fuck up.
Hold up. He's
No,
part
you're not
of
gonna
that
say her
one
name wrong like the rest of the
I
fucking
said
world.
Saweetie. I said Saweetie.
Oh, why?
I didn't say Sweetie. I said Saweetie.
Her name, that woman's name is not Sweetie.
I said Saweetie. He's part of that 1%.
Right.
He got her. What was it, Conway? A Bentley
Yeah,
Ghost? What was
Bentley
it?
Ghost, and then a couple Birkin bags. Yeah, a Bentley Ghost.
He got her all that
Oh,
shit.
Who was she before she met him?
I don't
a singer.
fucking
She's
know.
still a singer.
She's a whack artist.
I don't fucking
She's still a singer. She was one of
But-
Two Shorts prodigies.
Flesh. She's the chick that
No,
came out and
definitely.
said if a man can't buy your Birkin bag, he not this, he not that.
I saw that video.
She had a man that not only bought a Birkin bag,
What a fucking ghost.
got her one of them 5,000 that was sold Bentleys,
Ugh.
and she still ain't fucking around. And that's the life you want. She still ain't
But she was fighting to try to keep him there.
there.
She was fighting to keep him there.
So now, so when you enter that life,
God.
You said
What?
she was fighting trying to keep who there?
She was.
you didn't see
Quavo.
the video.
The video. She
No, I saw the
The
elevator
video,
situation.
that was her trying to keep him there. She took his video game
Right.
and throw it back on the elevator so she can go back on. The hit from her was to make him go forward so she could hop back on
My thing is,
the joint.
fuck the fight. The point of the matter, where's she getting another Quavo? Because that's a woman's mindset. They think, you know what, Conway, if he can do it for me, I'm going to find another man to do the same fucking thing. No.
No.
If I get with Flesh, I'm going to find another Flesh to do the same. It's not that fucking, it's easy for us. We can find another you to come ask us for shit every fucking day.
That's all the time.
We can find, it's millions of you to
Factory.
come ask us for shit every day that you don't fucking need, that you want.
Factory.
You're not gonna find too many guys that's in that 1%, but y'all treat them like, you know, we come a dime a dozen, and we don't.
But that's the fairy tale because of their lack of knowledge and that's why again bringing Kevin Samuels up, he's not saying nothing no different than every last one of us have been saying for the longest time. It's just that he did his research, he's able to articulate it and give the facts. And even and it shows you that the mindset of how the, like he said, modern women are. You can even give them facts. And it doesn't even mean anything because everything is
They gonna
based
see what
off
they
of
gonna see.
what I wanted to
Emotions.
stop my daughters from doing,
Yeah.
based off of how you feel. Because how you feel does not change reality.
On God and them, and that's a hell of a point.
It's called a flower in the grass.
Yo, what's so funny about this whole thing about women never being satisfied is the thing of equality. So now we back to that, right? We back to equality. Am I for women making as much money as men? Yes.
Some of them more.
Yes. In some cases, maybe even more, right? But I'm also an equal opportunity employer when it comes to paying these motherfucking bills. Don't tell me you want equality and you want to make all this money, but you still want me to be living like a caveman and paying everything. If we come to a situation and we agree that I'm paying everything, cool. I'm all right with that. I'm fine with that. But you're not going to bark at me and tell me what it is you is and is not going to do when it comes to
but
me.
see, that always have been the problem, especially for our generation, because we was raised with that still prehistoric mindset. Is that we doing all the things that our fathers and grandfathers did, but our grandparents and our fathers and grandfathers didn't have to deal with a mouthy wife or a mouthy girlfriend. Like, she did what she's supposed to do. Like, she made sure he had his food every night. She enjoyed doing it. She made sure she had his food. She made sure his clothes was away. She was like, he's taking care of the family.
Right.
Let me make sure when he come home, this is his place of peace. But modern women, they are the worst. Motherfuckers stay out and be asking for overtime and hanging out with the buddies so they won't fucking come home to deal with the fucking headache.
I seen
Working
I
himself
seen a
into a
post.
grave.
I seen a
I'm
post.
happy I don't have that.
The same thing like this that I read earlier. I seen a
Good.
similar post where a dude, his wife was out shopping. He asked her something simple. Can you pick me up some underwear? She said, no, you pick up your own fucking underwear. He like, yo, I'm paying all the bills. You're out shopping. Can you just get me some underwear?
I ain't know no better than do that shit to me now. You gonna come right home with a bitch with my dick in her mouth.
Well, that...
Right when you walk through the
Yo,
door.
I've said it
do that,
before.
do that shit. I know you ain't gonna go off today. But I'm just
I
saying,
said it before.
that's exactly what the fuck gonna happen.
And you and I on the same side.
Let that happen.
I've said this
I don't
shit
have that,
before.
though. My underwear get brought.
But the thing is, y'all got a different relationship. Your relationship is built off of real love and loyalty.
But you got a good woman though.
Exactly. So if you down, she pick you up. If she down, you pick her up.
It's not a game for her.
50-50.
It's a us thing factor for her.
50-50 kills women right now. They hate that shit. What you mean 50-50?
Yeah.
What you mean? Like, I want to be a stay-at-home mom. You can be a stay-at-home mom all you want once you come home from fucking work. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do when you clock out, but you going to fucking work.
I ain't gonna lie, yo. That stay home shit. That shit is corny.
You out your mind?
Fuck.
So you can be fucking the Amazon dude that you keep ordering shit from every day because you got free time. You out your mind.
If I do say I pay all the bills, you got to go to work, yo. You have to go to work, volunteer.
You want to do something productive.
I'm gonna drop you off at the homeless shelter. Like, you're gonna do something.
Yeah, but that's
you don't need to be home.
Yeah, but we gonna
they gonna frown upon that. What you mean? I'm gonna have to do something. You gonna do something.
Everybody household different. Like every man got a direction where he got to go at, and that's for example. Like for me, when I get to my place, this has nothing to do with me even being in a relationship. When I get to the financial freedom that way I'm targeted at,
She's still going.
No. That's what I say for me. But for me, she's not going with my goals and stuff. She's not going to have to. So it's like once I get to that place, if she chooses to do it, she can do it.
So you saying that your mindset is you're going to get to a place where if she want to work, she can work if she feel like it.
If she feel like it.
That's the.
But
thing.
I'm not there yet. So if I have a woman that come along, she's going to help. No. If she's my better half, she's going to instantly going to want to help me get to that destination faster.
Look, listen to your mindset. That's how all of us think in this room. Basically, it's like, yo, no, because you do. You do because you love your. No, let me get it out, and I'm gonna
tell you exactly how to. Because
I'm gonna tell you like this. If you get to a financial place where your woman, listen, don't have to work. Not saying that she isn't, but if you get to a place where you able to take care of things comfortably, you're gonna be fine. But that's how we think.
Hold up.
Women don't think like that. They think about making money just for themselves.
And that's why I said,
I get that. But even when I get to that place, right?
You saying she's still getting the fuck out of the house?
Because I'm gonna give her some bread. She's gonna invest that into a bigger whatever she wanna do. Like she's gonna.
Because that's how.
But she's getting the fuck out of the house.
That's not what he's saying. He didn't say that she's not. She's definitely getting the fuck out of the house. She's definitely getting the fuck.
No. Because I took it as you was like she comfortable. She don't have to do nothing unless she want to.
Exactly.
No. There's no if you want to.
For you.
You better go cut the grass.
For you, but I don't know where. But that's why I said it's different. That's why I said we gotta be very clear about it, because where you gonna be comfortable at. My comfortability, your comfortability, and your comfortability is something totally different. My comfortability is at a certain place where my kids ain't even gonna have to work.
Yeah, that's
my
where
comfortability. So if it's at
But they
that
gonna
point,
work.
it ain't even really gonna be no need to do that unless you want to.
No, what? This is why I feel the way I feel, right? If say I just wake up and I got a Billy, right? My 4 kids.
Oh, that's $1 billion for those who don't understand.
Hey, you might get some gang members watching like, yo, you with us? You with us? You said a Billy, you with us? Hey, you know what I mean?
The kid, my 4 kids gonna be straight, right?
They better be.
My girl, she gonna be straight. But what is gonna be instilled in them? You're gonna fucking have to build something. You're gonna have to work. Ain't no fucking walking around house and
They can
thinking
just
that.
keep your legacy going. Work
Fuck that.
I said work with you. What you doing?
I mean, it's a lot of people that do that because I mean, if you look at
No,
certain
like Puffy and them.
like Puffy,
I get that, but this
Jordan
the thing.
family, like they still working at Irvin Magic Johnson
But what is
family,
Puffy?
they still working.
What is Justin doing? Justin got a TV show now because he have to work. You might have
What's
this
Justin?
legacy. Combs.
Oh, I thought you were about Bieber. Oh, go ahead.
Yo, stop.
His kids might grow up in a Catholic church rating. But yo, what? He's Catholic, ain't he?
I don't know.
Or no, he that new church. But for me, it's like this, right? Because once I say I pass away, right, which will naturally happen, and then I have this lucrative amount of money, right? They just know that I don't have to do that for no more because my father left me this XYZ. And on top of that, he has this in a
You just don't want people to have entitlement. That's all.
Facts, because if something happens to me, right, and I say that, nah, fuck that. I gave you this amount of money. But yeah, this is going to be, what's in my bank account. I'm not going to have no fucking, no, what do they call them? Life insurance shit, right?
No, you not having life insurance?
If I got a Billy and I'm making money, I'm
That's
not giving them, no.
That's still
Because
coming
I'm
to
not
somebody
giving
else's
them
money.
No. I'm not giving them no other money because I gotta pay into that, and they're gonna get that when I die and my shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then 15, 20 years after I'm dead,
I am.
because you already setting the fucking brainstem in their head that I don't have to do shit.
They don't.
Once I'm gone off this earth, right? You should be building your legacy as well.
No,
because
legacy
my
is
last
supposed to be
name,
passed down from generation
My
to generation. Like Sony, the motherfuckers who got Sony, they people don't
look
work.
at Sony.
Walmart,
the motherfucker who started Sony, his family.
Both of y'all got the same similar point. Like, cause it's like Puffy got a legacy, but it's like, yo, I need my children to
it's
do
again-
that
it's
too.
again and
Because
again.
it's more about the last
You
name.
have to have.
It's more about the
because
last name.
the person that started Sony, his family is not living well. Because they were brought out. So the person who started Sony is fucked up because he did the same thing. Told his people, I got you. You don't have to do nothing.
And that happened a lot. I mean, even the
That's
dude
not
that
gonna
invented
never happen.
the home video console family ain't get shit.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
a multi-billion-dollar
That's
industry.
because he sold it.
But the funny thing, I'm glad we segued into what you
Black people
said
always do
about
that shit.
you having enough money where she got an option, whether she's going to work, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Brings me back to our own situation of a woman that was kept like that didn't have to work. Her name is Kris Jenner. Kris
I
Jenner
thought you were saying
had it all.
I thought you said Dr. Dre was.
And you know who Kris
She
Jenner
did
is?
too.
That's the Kardashians' mama.
Yeah.
He put them in a position where she ain't had to do shit.
And the Jenner's
and guess
mama.
what she did? What she do, Andy?
Still cheated on him.
She fucked around with his homeboy, O.J. Simpson.
So how the fuck? Where do we win at?
Not only
But you can't blame it. That's the juice.
Not only that,
the
though,
juice.
hold on. Not only
It's
that,
the
though,
juice, yeah.
because she
You
was
can't blame him, man.
she was cheating on him with Bruce too, so it don't even matter.
But the point of the matter is, you got a man out here who was part of the 1%, right?
and he was Jewish,
Part of the 1%.
Arabian.
Yep.
He was 10, 20 times better than the average man's salary. That's what he was. Gave you the world. You had children. It still wasn't enough. Where the fuck do we fall in line? When are they ever fucking satisfied,
but they're
bro?
all women out here that's satisfied, Joe. There are a lot of women out here that's satisfied. And maybe they satisfied because life ain't showing them, because of their decisions, no options, and they only going with what's available. But there are women out here that's satisfied. The problem is that they
are they in America?
No, they are here in America. But the thing is that we don't see them because they not in the places where the troubled women are. That's all it is. They just not.
They on
the
social
places.
media, but they laugh at what.
But where are the troubled women?
are
Where the trouble? I don't get it.
Everywhere.
Because
all right then. So where the good women at?
The good woman. The
It's
good
just
woman.
like us.
Listen,
the good men are cut in the fucking corner.
Yeah, it's like you don't. You're not you're not everywhere. You're not out in the spotlight. They just doing regular. They doing regular people shit. Like most of them work and go to fuck home. So if you don't see them at their job or in passing, they ass in the house until the next fucking day. That's it.
I get it, but I'm still in a place where I just feel like we damned if we do, we damned if we don't. Like,
yeah,
it's like the
masses always win.
Like, yeah, I mean,
the masses always win.
No, listen, the masses don't win; they really lose because most of the people, the masses' lives is fucked up. Really,
shit.
That's why we talk about this because
the masses run child support.
No, I guess
the masses run.
That's the system.
That's the masses though. The masses mad bitches run that bitch.
Yeah, but listen, what I'm saying is that they do, but overall, when you really look at it, and we keep it in our community, when you really look at it, they're not winning. Like you said, the mass majority of them losing because they paying attention to the system themselves instead of actually black people stepping back and really looking at themselves in the mirror. And that's the problem with our culture when we talk about all these topics is that nobody never really sat back and look in the mirror. Think about it. When we were coming up, we were taught morals and values. We was taught that, the decisions that we made them. And we could tell the difference between fiction and reality because you had those foundations there. So how back then when you used to somebody went to go talk about somebody else, what do people say? How you gonna talk about them when you got this going on? Holding you accountable. Mm-hmm. They created a whole generation of people that don't hold each other accountable. They look at Quavo's situation, look, they talk about all these celebrities, but then if the spotlight get put on them about what they doing with their life, your life way fucked up than theirs. You don't even have a right to talk about nobody. But because don't nobody know about the skeletons in your closet, the 4 or 5 baby fathers you got, how many bitches you fucking, the STDs you got, like don't nobody know your shit. So it's easy for you to try to self-reflect and look at somebody who achieved something and then try to talk shit about them because you don't have. That's why social media pisses me off because I come in and I see more negative comments than what I see positive comments. And I'll be saying to myself, how the fuck can you look at somebody that's succeeding in life and fucking hate on them for them fucking succeeding?
Because you're really hating yourself. You're mad at yourself.
You're
mad at yourself.
That's why I said it's the foundation. Because even when I was coming up as a kid and I saw people that had shit, I never looked at them with hate. I gotta work hard to get that. It was all about I gotta do better for myself to get that.
You get motivated.
These people today look at people and just hate.
It's the entitlement shit. It's like they think somebody's just supposed to give it to them and they supposed to live like that.
It's that real crab in a barrel syndrome that black people live fucking with every day they wake the fuck up. And there's only a certain one of us get away from the net. Everyone else, all the other motherfuckers go to the net because they see this shit every day. The net come down and grab these bunch of you motherfuckers up. And it's going to take only about a handful of motherfuckers like, yo, I see that net every day. And walk that fucking way. Mm-hmm. So, while we still complaining, and the reason why motherfuckers hate is because black fucking America loves to fucking bring other black fucking Americans down. We don't talk about these same situations.
Even how you look at the Quavo situation with the elevator, right? I watched.
You see how scary he was? You see how he looked in the camera?
He was terrified.
Because he knew, man.
No, listen. But I looked at it because he probably wasn't paying attention to the camera in the heat of the moment. That's what I had to explain in the comment when I'm looking at everybody. Oh, he abusive. I'm sitting here looking and going, it happened so quick the first time. I didn't even see her swinging him. He had to let me know. He had to let me know that she swung at him, and I had to go back and watch it over again. But even before the swing, all I saw was him trying to get items from her that looked like it belonged to him. Because when he grabbed the items, he didn't even pay her any mind.
It say Call of Duty on it. So was his game.
But see, it didn't. For me, it didn't even matter because all he wanted was the items. Yeah. He didn't even hit her. Didn't even do it. He grabbed them and took the items.
He was ready to go.
And that was it. And then you turn around and see them look up at the camera, but the fact of the matter is to watch the comments.
Yeah.
And people go, oh, well, especially women, black women, oh, he abusive. And I'm sitting here
But
looking
that's some super feminists.
Yeah,
That's all.
yeah.
I see an abusive man, dude.
But
So you didn't see her give him a 2-piece in the biscuit?
I see a man that was abused.
See, this is what happened.
Well,
Some of the
you can't
women
win
that
on
first
this
started commenting, they seen it from the shade room. The shade room didn't show that video that we seen
in
from
its
A-Bird.
entirety.
They cut it off with him. They started the
That's why it's
video
called
with
the shade
him
room.
grabbing her, like pushing her and grabbing the jump.
But that's why I said, like, the propaganda that comes from these fucking social media sites that and it's supposed to represent black culture and hip hop.
they run by gay people.
But what I'm just saying, it's supposed to represent black. It's supposed to represent black culture and hip hop, and that's what they focus on. But they always seem to target shit to make the man look bad intentionally. Like, I always pay attention to the way the camera
Especially
started.
the black man.
If you starting the camera right here, especially in the elevator, I'm going, why the fuck? I think for myself. Why the fuck is the camera starting with the physical contact? What happened prior? Did nobody just pop up and started filming? The camera been there. So why are you just showing me from that point? They be doing that
Camera
shit
be
for
running 24
yeah,
hours.
they
It's
be
the
doing that shit for views.
It was in a spot where one of them lived or whatever, because he knew the camera was in the elevator, one. So he wasn't stupid.
And the video is old.
And the video
It comes on the height of them breaking up.
But,
So
but that's how I feel like she released it, or one of her sweet home.
it feel like it's a rollout for a project.
But my
That's
problem,
what it feel like.
But my problem is the fucking people. The people mindsets need to change. You stupid ass, and I'm calling you stupid. You stupid ass black people, black fucking beta ass men and these fucking super feminine ass women.
Tracy's.
You stand right here and you watch these videos, and because of you got your ass fucked up, somebody whipped your ass, or vice versa, you want to take every situation and try to make the situation about your problems. That's your problems. Like that's your problems. You cannot put every situation and try to say the man is a problem, acting like men are not allowed to get upset when a woman agitates them. We supposed to just stand right there and take the physical beating like a slave when y'all do the shit that y'all do to us. Yeah, when y'all do the shit that y'all do to us and expect us to just stand there. I'm not promoting that a dude hit a woman, because I never agreed that a man should hit a woman. But under circumstances that even try to get your shit back, you saying that's a problem? That shit right there needs to be addressed in our culture and society.
That slave word is it, because if you ask a woman her perfect man, she's going to give you descriptions of a slave.
Right.
Exactly.
She's going to give you descriptions.
Somebody does everything for me. I don't have to do nothing for them.
Of a slave.
Give me everything, and they wonder why men, and they wonder why I said, you gonna get beta men to fucking fall over again and be submissive, because I told you, when coming up being raised by women, I was taught to be a beta male. I was taught to be one.
Subconsciously, because you're raised by women.
Because you raised by women. So when you get with a woman, the reason why you end up having the problems that you having is because women don't really want beta men. They when they get it, they don't want it because they never satisfied. All they got is a slave that they get to tell what to do. This dude goes to work for me, pay all the bills, help, financially take care of kids. He working so many hours on XYZ, and I get to do whatever I want to do, make my money, spend my money on what I want to spend it on. But what is he getting out the? What is he getting out the deal?
I like that point about being subconscious, because I was raised by women too. So you're right. You're subconsciously subjected to being. But
over time, when you grew up, what happened? You started to realize things about yourself.
This. So compare a man to a pit bull, right? Pit bull, they say, is the most friendliest dog on the planet, right?
Right.
But it can get violent. Mm-hmm. But how do you get a pit bull violent? Comes into the world, nice and happy, friendly. Keep smacking them. Then his brain clicks, and once it's over.
But now he's violent. But now he's the problem.
Yeah.
But now he's the problem.
That's beta to alpha. That's what it is. They bred us to be beta. Then you keep smacking us till you hit us upside the head. Then we bark because we done woke up. Right. Now it's like the shit is over.
Yeah.
This shit is over. We is who we is.
That's like the mindset, like with the lions and shit. Remember when this shit happened a long time ago with Six Freedom Warrior? Everybody was like, the lion went crazy when he started attacking, and the tiger went crazy. No, the tiger went tiger.
Exactly.
The tiger was not supposed to be in a circus, getting motherfuckers, whipping them with fucking whips, right, and walking around and being tamed because it was comfortable, and that's what you like for entertainment, and that's how they do us as men. They want us to be in this little bubble to cater to them. And that's not our natural instance to be like that 24/7.
This shit's so corny out here, especially with that Quavo video. If the shit would have went a different way, let's say she'd have knocked him out,
they would have laughed.
No, not only would they have laughed,
Right.
they would have blamed him for her hurting her hand.
Yo,
like he should have hit his
prime
face
example,
on her
prime
hand.
example.
That's what happened.
Prime
He should have
example,
hit her, his
and you
face
can
on her
bring
hand.
prime example. If you could bring this up again,
Motherfucking bitch.
since we on this topic, prime example, you could bring this up again and post the picture right here. Remember the Bow Wow situation? He was fucked up on that picture. Both of them got locked up. Now think about it. Both of them got locked up, and he was fucked up. Not a scratch on her. And that's how they do it. If it's an altercation between the man and the woman can say he hit me. You automatically take the man. The man can go, oh well, she hit me. He can have all the bruises out of the day because she going, oh he hit me too. Oh, we don't know who telling the truth, so they take them both.
Oh, that shit what you need. My shit leaking. How that shit you know?
Speaking from personal experience.
Who the fuck?
I got locked up for that shit and never hit a soul. Remember that?
I remember that shit.
Motherfucker said, what? This high yellow motherfucker. I'm sitting on the couch when the cops come in. On the couch with my son in my arms.
Let's keep it clear. You remember when they said, oh yeah, does he have a weapon on him? Because she said he had a weapon.
Because they believe
and they locked my dumb ass up. And I did and court probation.
Because you men of today have been paying the price for shit that went on in the 50s, the 40s, the 60s, and the 70s. The men of today have been paying the price for that. In their brain, a woman, take her word 100%. It don't matter. And even if they find out that she's lying, there's no repercussions for it.
Ever.
There's no anything.
Right.
There's no apology to the guy that he got falsely arrested. They just let him go and say, oh, you need to choose your women wisely. That's what they've been doing.
Look at Homeboy that said he supposed to have raped a white girl. He was a football star, like Alabama, Florida.
The high school kid?
And
they took his shit from him.
Took his shit from him. He did his time. Then she finally said she was sorry. She didn't mean to do it. She lied.
And he was a 5-star recruit.
Yeah, because he was black.
Yeah, because
and nobody gives
a
nobody gives a shit.
No.
That's why. But that's why when dudes go hard and be like, "Fuck these bitches," I'm not committing nobody. I don't blame them
at all.
I don't blame them
at all.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't blame. It's better just to be single. Don't be in no relationship and fuck whoever you want to fuck with one night stands.
Yeah,
that's just it. And just leave it alone.
That's what I want to address too, right? Because a lot of this women needy shit comes from you men that supposed to be alpha, or I don't even want to say alpha or beta. You supposed to be a fucking man, right? And you think that, oh, I'm gonna get these motherfucking chicks because I'm gonna just let them squeeze them. No, you're fucking manipulating.
You're enticing them with their wallet.
Because every fucking time they go through that, they get another motherfucker just like you, and then shit go wrong with that. Then they get another motherfucker just like you.
She choosing bad motherfuckers.
And then but I'm just saying though, because these motherfuckers keep choosing to fucking not be a man and be like, no, I ain't got it. No, I'm not doing this. No, I'm not doing that.
I'm
they scared of the word no.
But
I'm the king of
But
no.
again, that comes from being raised.
Cheaper to eat alone, baby.
Gotta take care. You in your brain, you feeling though you gotta sacrifice your hard time and your labor to take care of a woman.
Right.
Like my cuz that you know. Right? I ain't gonna say his name.
Oh, I know.
He's one of them, bro. He's nowhere near that person that, oh, I'm a cater to this bitch. He's not that.
No, not at all. Not at all.
But when he was starting out, he did that to get, and when I found his baby mother later in life, her priorities were set to here because he set that bar there with her. And she's not that.
Yeah, well, that's what.
But that's what I'm saying. Once you set that bar and then you turn on yourself after you get what you want, that's when shit go. But you already set the shit in their head that I gotta fucking, if I only want this man that's gonna
But women, but that's
that should be every fucking shit,
that's what I'm saying. But and you're right. But see, women can't go back. Women can't. Chris Rock did a stand-up about that a long time ago. He said a woman can't go backwards in life. He said, remember, ladies, the first time you dated a guy with a car, after that, every man that you got had to have a car. Remember, you dated the first guy that had his own place?
Creatures of nature.
Yeah, after that, you couldn't go backwards in dating a dude that didn't have his own place. Now, see, the thing for me is that I can't get mad for women like that because that's how they naturally design. The same way how I expect women to accept us for the men that we are and the things how we naturally are, us as men got to accept women for the natural things that they are. But the difference between us...
expect it from me, too.
Yeah, but...
If you don't got no house... You live with your mother. Yeah, I think we just.
Oh, I'm definitely bad and bougie.
We just.
I'm definitely.
Yeah. You catch the.
Yeah.
You don't have.
And you said you should come pick me up. Pick you up.
No.
You ain't got no car.
Yeah.
Come pick. So I'm gonna pick you up for you to come see me, and then take your ass all the way back. No.
But some dudes gonna do that. Though, and don't have a problem with it.
I stopped doing that when gas was $3.
The first thing they gonna say about the man is be like, "Yo, you don't got no whip." Oh wow, we could just be cool. They gonna go back to he gay.
No, listen, let me tell you something. But no, let me tell you. Listen, and let me tell you something. During my time when I was just like, just doing me working, and I was dealing with different women. I'd rather, playing more, younger. I'd rather took someone who didn't have a car. Why?
So they
and come back up to my spot. So some dudes are gonna take that. Some dudes want to take that.
No, she know that from the giddy up. You ain't got her fucking house unannounced.
As long as you don't have a key,
nah, Jack,
you're not home. Dead ass. Jehovah's Witness. Somebody in the building to call up. Yeah.
Man, y'all fools. Hey, let's do this. Let's tighten this up.
Am I wrong?
Quick. So, you know what I'm saying? To kind of segue to get up out of here. Of women not ever really being satisfied with us or what we do or whatever. I mean, where do we go from here? Like, is shit just going to run its course? It's never going to change? Or is, women going to, finally find some happiness in us? Like, what are we doing here?
You know what we do?
What are we doing?
We as men of the last of the men.
Do we kill betas? Like, do we just...
No. Because you got to leave them around. Because they pawns. You could use them as pawns later. But... we as men have to just keep our course, bro. Because shit never changes without the course, being stopped because you're worried about another style of man.
Mm-hmm.
The women is always gonna be women, bro. From
and that's scary.
It's not gonna change.
Look, I think for us to see it, we probably gonna see it in the next generation. But listen, but that's I get that, but that's why I said it's not gonna come from our era of woman, because once you open up the door for something, it becomes a part of life. So it's like now for our sons, could it be a whole lot better? Yes, it can. But the women of today gonna have to accept.
They just gonna die like racist white people.
No, but I'm just saying that they're gonna have to set a standard, or another group of women gonna have to come along and try to set a standard across the board.
I think today's generation group of fathers is the ones that got to teach their daughters.
Yeah,
like, that's the conversation.
Daughter's been listening. Daughter's been singing. Like I know it ain't been getting a lot of play, but children have been singing. This generation of teens that's in their early 20s, mid to early 20s and less, have been calling the system and the mothers out on a bluff in our community about the image that was portrayed about us as black men.
Yeah,
like
I did see. They
ain't playing no games about all the lies that was told. Like my dad wasn't no bad dad. Like no moms was fucked up.
Yeah, and I actually just seen the story on. Really still come on, Maury Povich about for real, that shit still fucked me up.
Morgan Freeman was in the same elementary
school. But it's like he had a story about that, and it was just, Mom, you're not who I thought you were, and it was just women coming on there and confront that mother about like what you told me X, Y, Z, and these kids was like 20, 23, 25. So it's starting to come around.
Think about it, bro. Some shit when you watch even the cool show like with that, you're looking like motherfuckers was lied to thinking they cousin is they cousin because of some affair, and the cousin is really the brother or sister.
Yeah.
Like the whole time they calling somebody their cousin, and then they grown, and then they find out because a relative died that they actually brothers and sisters.
Kelly Rowland is Beyonce sister.
Yeah, right. I seen that shit.
Because
Pop had a real close friendship.
Pops was a high value man. He had his options. You know what
I mean, Kelly did go on family trips, so it's not far fetched.
Then he said, "Oh, she's a cousin."
Yeah, I don't know, man. But check it out. Like, we got anything else to get off our chest before we get up out of here?
No, we should.
We good. Hey, look, we appreciate everybody for looking and listening. Please remember to subscribe to us. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You know what I mean? That's Conway. That's Flesh. Andy's in the back. I'm Eric. This has been another edition of Imperfect Sense right here on UnifiedRadio.tv. We see y'all the same time, same Unified channel next week.
We out.
No key, it wasn't me.